Coach, congratulations. Individual meet just wrapped up on Saturday, and 3 Skyhawk wrestlers state champions. Duncan Ellis at 113, Noah Ware at 160, and Riley Farr for the second year in a row at 152. Talk a little bit about your champion guys this year.
Yeah, so those are our 3 captains, Duncan being our junior captain, and Noah and Riley being our 2 seniors, our lone seniors. They all 3 got their second state titles. So it was a good day for us. Duncan started us off in the finals really quick with a 36-second pin. Probably the fastest finish in any of the finals matches I've seen in a couple of years. So we were really excited. And then both Riley and Noah had convincing wins in their finals matches and really helped us end the year on a really high note.
What is what ingredient? I know every wrestler's different, just like every athlete is. But what does this team and these champs in particular have that kind of separate them from the other kids?
Well, a lot of it's work ethic and commitment and time put in. But for these 3 guys, all 3 of them will constantly just deflect any success they have to either their teammates, their coaches, their practice. There's a lot of humility. And they've all had their difficulties with injuries or with tough losses, whether it was this year or years before. So they've overcome a lot and just really take it in stride. You love to see that from young men when they just nothing really gets under their skin. We call it duck feathers. You just kind of let it roll off their back, and they keep working. And for those 3 guys, it really paid off this year.
And Riley obviously also hit that 100-win plateau this year that every wrestler kind of dreams of hitting. It's a true benchmark for success. Talk about him a little bit individually. He is this week's Columbia Heart Clinic Hammond Athlete of the Week, and I know he's very special on the mat.
Yeah, he's put a lot of time in. The end of his sophomore year really started to come together for him, and he really invested in the off seasons. 3, 4, 5 days a week in the weight room, 3 or 4 days wrestling on the mat, especially with our coaches. And he just made the commitment at 2 years ago that he was going to be successful, and that kind of translated to the rest of our team. But for him, he put up right at 82 wins in 2 years. To hit that magic 100 win mark. 42 wins is a school record and a league, a skeezer record. He had 38 pins, which is also a school and skeezer record. So he's just He went out on the mat and he took care of business every single time we asked it of him. So we couldn't really ask much more of a senior captain to go out and get us not just 42 wins, but go get us 6 points pretty much every time he wrestled on the mat.
Let me ask you, I know there's been a lot of great wrestlers here in this Hammond program in recent years and over all the years. Has there ever been a wrestler that was as dominant as far as getting pins as Riley has been, 38 of his 42 being by pins his senior year? That sounds pretty dramatic.
Numbers-wise, that kind of blows everybody else out of the water. Duncan Ellison for us this year was right at the 28 pin mark and he was 34-2. So percentage-wise, pretty close. Riley had a lot more matches, went a little farther in some tournaments. So the numbers are what they are. No one's gotten anywhere close to that as far as Hammond wrestling since the last 26 years that we've been keeping records. No one's gotten anywhere near that.
So what you looking like next year?
Well, we'll lose our 2 state champion seniors. We'll lose Noah and we'll lose Riley. We've got a lot of youth, and those 2 young men have done a great job setting an example. We'll bring Duncan back. It's always nice to bring a state champion back. He's been a captain this past year and has done a really good job. And we'll only have 1 other upperclassman. We'll have Kendall Hemingway, who'll be our other senior and more than likely our captain. And then the rest of it, we'll have a lot of freshmen and sophomores. Our youth program is really starting to feed us some talent again, and we're excited. We'll be young, but we'll be able to fill most of our holes. So we're excited about the future.
Well, thanks very much. Congrats on the super season, and look forward to next year, man. Thanks, Austin.